Art Song friends, and welcome to Art Song Experiment episode 6. In this episode, we'll be talking about song number 6, Der Neugierige.
You're doing great.
All right.
Yeah.
Of the Schubert song cycle, Die schöne Müllerin.
Correct.
All right. I don't speak German, so.
By the end of this, he's going to be a master.
Right.
A master at diction.
Well, so I'm Michael Beavers, and I'm here with Ethan.
Hi.
Ethan Leubner. We're founders of the Denver Art Song Project, and I play guitar, and he's the tenor.
He also does video. Don't let him.
Right.
Yeah. All of this magic happens because of him.
Well, yeah. Well, we'll see how it looks before we talk about that too much. But we're here to tell you about song number 6. And Ethan, why don't you take it away, talking about our protagonist Wilhelm?
So yes, Wilhelm, our miller, our young man. He is now at the mill. He is working there. He is in love with the miller's daughter from afar, and he's an interesting guy because I think that he's a very emotional fellow. He's maybe a little emo, and he's just really wrapped up in what he's doing. And so I have to imagine, it's not in the poetry really, that he is trying to sort this out. And because of that, he maybe doesn't have a lot of friends that he's there with. He's kind of a little isolated, but he's working hard because he wants to make a good impression on the miller's daughter. And so he has this one conversation with his best friend. And his best friend is
the brook.
You, the brook.
Me, yeah.
You, the brook. So if I'm Wilhelm and you're the brook, we're having this conversation, and it just comes down to him really sincerely sitting down with the brook and asking yes or no. And I've got a stupid meme that I'm going to put up right now that sums it up. So I added the duck because ducks are funny, but mostly I did it because really the thing is that the brook's not going to answer back. He's just having this dialogue with you, and he's not going to hear anything back but the sound of the water. And you realize the brook's not going to answer back, but it shows this sort of heartfelt thinking that Wilhelm does in his own emotional way. So it's a real opportunity for us to understand about him, how heartfelt he is.
Right. And while you say the brook's not going to answer back, well, it can gurgle, right?
Yeah.
Or actually, if you listen to the music, the texture changes whenever the brook is, when Wilhelm talks to the brook, the texture changes. You'll notice that for a lot of the piece, I'm playing chords, but for a lot of it, I'm also playing arpeggios.
So hold on. Now, pretend that I'm a tenor who doesn't know music theory. What is an arpeggio?
So an arpeggio is when you play each note of a chord separately rather than all at once.
Okay, got it. So it's like do 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 do.
Yep.
Do 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 do.
Yep, exactly.
Perfect.
Yeah, and so that motif evokes water because it's a lot of flowing imagery, flowing sounds. And so you'll hear this a lot in music in general, is that the kind of motif of water, they'll use arpeggios. And Schubert does the same thing. So whenever Wilhelm is talking to the brook, you hear arpeggios.
Okay.
Whereas when he's talking to himself, you hear chords. So if you follow along with the lyrics, or even if you don't, it's still very interesting to just know that as you're listening.
Well, let's pivot and let's take a listen to song number 6, Der Neugierige, from Die schöne Müllerin. And this is Denver Art Song Project performing for this special arrangement of voice and guitar.
Ich frage keine Blume, ich frage keinen Stern, sie können mir alle nicht sagen, was ich erführ so gern. Ich bin ja auch kein Gärtner, die Sterne stehen zu hoch, mein Bächlein will ich fragen, ob mich mein Herz belohnt. heißt das eine Wörtchen, das andere heißet nein. Die beiden Wörtchen schließen die ganze Welt mir ein. Die beiden Wörtchen schließen die ganze Welt mir ein. O Bächlein meiner Liebe, was bist du wunderlich, wir's ja nicht weiter sagen. Sag, Bächlein, liebt sie mich? Sag, Bächlein, liebt sie mich?
Thanks for joining us for episode 6 of Art Song Experiment as we dive into Die Schöne Müllerin. One of the things that you can do to help us right out of the gate, like, share, let people know about this series about Denver Art Song Project and help us get the word out about this show. The other thing that you can do is if you can click below in the description, you will see that there's a link to a tax-deductible donation site. We would love to have you financially support us, so thank you for your consideration, and we look forward to seeing you in the next episode.
And in the words of Theodore Rothke, if you can't think,
At least sing.
he's the tenor. He has to say that
I
for.
do have to say that, except when I don't.